In the late 1990s, Blockbuster reigned supreme as the king of home entertainment, its iconic blue and yellow stores dotting strip malls across the globe. With 9,000 locations and a $5 billion empire, it was the go-to destination for movie nights, where families browsed aisles of VHS tapes and DVDs. Meanwhile, a scrappy startup named Netflix quietly mailed DVDs in red envelopes, an idea so novel it was laughed off by industry giants. By 2010, Blockbuster was bankrupt, its stores shuttered, its brand a relic. Netflix, once a long shot, had pivoted to streaming, reshaping how the world consumes media. How did a titan crumble while an underdog redefined an industry? This is the saga of Blockbuster's collapse and Netflix's meteoric rise. A story of missed opportunities, bold innovation, and the devastating cost of clinging to the past. Stay to the end for the one decision that sealed Blockbuster's fate. Love stories of corporate triumphs and epic failures? Drop a comment. What's the biggest lesson from Blockbuster's downfall? The Blockbuster Empire. In 1985, David Cook opened the first Blockbuster store in Dallas, Texas, with 8,000 VHS tapes, capitalizing on the growing demand for home video rentals. The concept was revolutionary. A clean, family-friendly store with thousands of titles, far outstripping the small, cluttered video shops of the era. By 1987, Wayne Huizenga took the helm, scaling Blockbuster into a national powerhouse. Viacom acquired it for $8.4 billion in 1994, cementing its dominance. At its peak in 2004, Blockbuster operated 9,094 stores across the US, Canada, Europe, and Asia, employed 84,000 people, and generated $5.9 billion in revenue. Its blue and yellow logo was a cultural staple, with a 1999 Gallup poll showing 60% of Americans visited a store annually. Blockbuster's model was simple but effective. Rent physical VHS tapes and later DVDs, charge late fees, and dominate retail spaces in suburban strip malls. Stores stocked 10,000 titles, with 20 to 30 copies of new releases like Titanic or The Matrix, ensuring availability. Late fees, though universally despised, were a financial engine, contributing $800 million, 16% of revenue, in 2000 alone. The company's franchise system enforced uniformity. Bright lights, organized shelves, and aggressive marketing created a consistent experience. By 1999, Blockbuster controlled 25% of the global video rental market, dwarfing competitors like Hollywood Video and local chains. The Blockbuster experience was a cultural ritual. Families planned Friday nights around store visits, debating rentals over popcorn displays. It wasn't just a business, it was a lifestyle, embedded in the fabric of suburban America. But vulnerabilities lurked. Each store required $500,000 in inventory, tying up capital in physical media. Late fees alienated customers, with a 2000 survey revealing 70% of renters felt frustrated by penalties. Leadership, under CEO John Antioco, focused on expanding stores, opening 1,000 new locations between 1997 and 2001, reaching a high of 9,094. Meanwhile, technology was shifting. DVDs, smaller and cheaper than VHS, hinted at new distribution models, and the Internet's rise, used by 44% of US households by 2000, opened digital possibilities. In 1997, a startup called Netflix emerged, mailing DVDs with no late fees, a model Blockbuster dismissed as a gimmick. The stage was set for a clash between tradition and disruption. Blockbuster's missteps. Blockbuster wasn't blind to the changing landscape. In 2004, it launched Blockbuster Online, a DVD by mail service to rival Netflix, reaching 2 million subscribers by 2006. In 2005, it eliminated late fees, a $400 million gamble to win back customers frustrated by penalties. By 2008, it tested streaming with Blockbuster On Demand, offering rentals on select devices. But these efforts were hobbled by its core business. 9,000 stores meant $4 billion in annual overhead, rent, utilities, and 84,000 salaries. Netflix, with no physical stores, operated at 20% of Blockbuster's cost base. Blockbuster's online platform was clunky, lacking Netflix's intuitive interface, and its streaming service offered just 1,000 titles by 2009, compared to Netflix's 10,000. Leadership decisions exacerbated the decline. In 2007, Antioco was ousted after clashing with Viacom over digital investment, replaced by Jim Keyes, a retail veteran from 7-Eleven. Keyes prioritized stores over digital, reinstating late fees in 2007, which drove away 500,000 online subscribers. He cut Blockbuster Online's budget and pursued a $1.2 billion bid for Circuit City in 2008, a misguided attempt to diversify that drained resources. Blockbuster's debt hit $1 billion by 2008, with only 20% of its budget allocated to digital initiatives, compared to Netflix's 60%. A 2008 recession hit hard. Consumers cut discretionary spending, and Blockbuster's $5 rentals felt expensive against Netflix's $8.99 unlimited streaming. By 2009, Blockbuster's revenue fell to $4 billion, down 30% from 2004, while Netflix's soared to $1.7 billion, up 400% in 5 years. Store closures began, with 1,000 locations shuttered in 2009, but the damage was irreversible. Blockbuster's collapse. In September 2010, Blockbuster filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy, overwhelmed by $1.46 billion in debt and just $1 billion in assets. It closed 3,000 stores, laying off 20,000 employees. Dish Network acquired its remains for $320 million in 2011, aiming to build a streaming service under the Blockbuster brand. But the name, tainted by late fees and empty stores, was a liability. By 2014, the last 300 stores closed, leaving a single franchise in Bend, Oregon, as a nostalgic relic by 2025. The collapse erased a $5 billion empire, 80,000 jobs, and $2 billion in shareholder value. Franchisees lost millions, with some investing life savings in now worthless stores. Employees faced unemployment in a recession-hit economy, with a 2011 labor study showing 60% struggled to find new jobs. The fallout reshaped the industry. The video rental market collapsed, with Hollywood Video and others folding by 2012. Blockbuster's failure became a case study in disruption. A 2018 McKinsey report noted 60% of companies ignoring digital trends fail within a decade. Netflix's success birthed a $100 billion streaming market, with Disney+, HBO Max, and others following its model. Blockbuster's brand faded into obscurity, while Netflix became synonymous with modern entertainment, proving innovation trumps size. Lessons and legacy. Blockbuster's collapse versus Netflix's rise is a masterclass in adaptation, or the lack thereof. Blockbuster ruled with 9,000 stores, 25% of the rental market, and a model that worked until technology shifted. Its fatal decision, rejecting Netflix's $50 million acquisition offer in 2000, dismissed streaming's potential and doubled down on physical rentals. Netflix saw the future, scaling from 300,000 mail-order subscribers to 300 million streamers, leveraging algorithms, and betting $17 billion on originals. Blockbuster's $4 billion overhead and $1 billion debt crushed it, while Netflix's lean operations and user focus propelled it to a $250 billion valuation. The lessons are stark. First, embrace technological change. Blockbuster's store-centric model ignored the internet's rise, while Netflix pivoted to streaming early. Second, prioritize customers. Blockbuster's late fees drove away 20% of its base, while Netflix's no-fee model built loyalty. Third, take calculated risks. Netflix's $100 million House of Cards gamble redefined TV, while Blockbuster's conservative cuts stifled innovation. A 2020 Harvard study found adaptive firms grow 35% faster than rigid ones. Blockbuster's stock plummeted from $30 in 1999 to 10 cents in 2010, a 99.7% loss, while Netflix's valuation grew 5,000% from 2002 to 2025. The legacy endures. Blockbuster's collapse taught businesses to evolve or die. Retail giants like Sears faced similar fates by 2020. Netflix's success redefined entertainment, with 80% of U.S. households streaming by 2025, per Nielsen. Its model, data-driven, user-centric, global, set the standard for Disney Plus and beyond. The one decision that doomed Blockbuster was rejecting Netflix's acquisition, a moment of hubris that ignored the digital revolution. In a world of rapid change, standing still is a death sentence. Blockbuster's empty stores are a warning. Netflix's 300 million subscribers are proof that vision wins. What's the biggest lesson from Blockbuster's downfall? Drop it in the comments. Next up, Scotty Scheffler, the routine machine reshaping golf. Thanks for watching. See you on the fairway.